Righty. Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now today, we're looking at the doing the Bombay on the 1:72 Airfix Dambusters Lancaster. Doing so gives me a warm and fuzzy glow, it does. Now, it's a pretty, or it looks to be a pretty simple process. There's a couple of things I want to check out before I do certain parts of the process. Yeah. Now, depending on how quickly it all comes together, there's a shitload of other stuff we can do. Not necessarily just on the Lanc. Getting a bit excited about some figures that I've got going up here. Yes, I know he doesn't have a head. Off with his head. Yeah, this is a SS Tank Commander. And once it's all done, pretty cheap with how that's actually coming up. Yeah, I digress. Anyway, let's get down to the nitty gritty, shall we? But I've almost forgot what is unquestionably one of the single most important things you must do on any day. Yeah. Oh. Hello, caffeine, my old friend. It's time to drink with you again. Oh my God, I'm doing Simon fucking Garfunkel. Now, for those of you too young to know of Simon and Garfunkel, suffice to say, I don't think you're missing too much. Others would disagree with me. They are wrong. Now, getting down to the nitty gritties here. Here's our Bombay. Now, there's a few bits of need to go on here. I'll give you a bit of a better view, perhaps. How's that? That's not a bad piece of viewing position. Gives you options. One thing I can show you with a bit of happiness. Around to that angle. That is our start of our wheel bay. I'm pretty happy with how that's coming up overall. We've got those bars are nice and clear. Shows a nice contrast. We've got our little bells and whistles are there. I'm pretty happy with it thus far. The other one's equally chirpy happily. But alright, now we are on to the Bombay. So now I did that black base and the gunmetal grey upper for a very specific reason, just to highlight as much as anything else. Now these, maybe should be a bit more space. Now these are covers that go on there. What I want to do, is a couple of things I would like to do. One of which is I want to check the height of how high up they go, basically, because this piece needs to go underneath. Yes. There's the sprue cutters. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sprue cutters. Dear, eh? Have I no shame? Answer, no. I do not. Logically, have to go. Look at the wrong side for this assessment, but never mind. Right, I guess it's quite high. Oh wow, that's really high. Okay. So logically, this being the other one. This one can. Right, right. I think pretty safe. What I'm trying to find out, okay, to get a decent assessment on this, and yet we'll go for a set of tweezers. I just want to make sure that this will fit comfortably in its position underneath these. That's what I'm trying to find out here. That's the... Oh, you can't see what I'm waffling about. Sorry, guys. Okay. We've got a small part here. Not that small. It sits quite high if you observe. Goes roughly. Right, now what I need to find out is whether this will sit sufficiently high that's going to need to reposition that with tweezers. That will build the stability I require. I might as well make sure I got this in the right place. Now you might say I'm being very finicky here to a fair point. Okay, so we need to go. 1, 2, 3. So. Okay. Now, the tweezers I am seeking. Give me a moment. I've got some over there I could utilise, but they're not the ones I'm actually after. Do I have them for fair enough to put them in the right spot? The little area I do sort of have allocated for tools. Oh my god, I did. Heaven for fucking fact. Alright. Yeah. Let's see if I can see. Alright, doesn't look that way. Yeah, it's not gonna. Okay. Let's not touch the. Will fit, but no, that's suboptimal, kids. You can't see what I'm fucking talking about again. Jesus. Okay, it doesn't quite fit nicely, and I've already trimmed the feet off. The obvious solution here. The rub. Let me just check. I take it it's not meant to touch. It should have some clearance. You have to check your clearance, Clarence. Try to see if we can get an image of how it's supposed to sit. Here it is. From scoundrels, I think this one. Honey poopers, okay. Well, that being so, I reckon I'll be sure. In fact, now that I think about it, very obviously, just go like boom. See, it's not quite gonna. I can feel it there. That's not right. Okay, so we're going to trim it a little lower. That's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Now, according to the instructions, once that's done, that's when we put these in position. These in position. And I would say at that point we would probably be well advised to let that dry for a little bit. You can also put this little critter in. So we'll do that as well. In fact, they reckon we'll do that first. Just right. That's going to be fiddly, I can tell. But that will definitely require tweezers. Yeah, this is one of those times where having hands like this is possibly suboptimal. So, what angle do they recommend? Okay, so that tweezers. I do that every time now. When it comes, Jesus. That's awesome. Starting to wonder if I might be better served going barehanded. And you may spell that either of E-A-R or A-R. Text of the chart. Alright. Well, what I'm thinking, and I do sometimes, it's true, is that I'd put a little dab of glue in there and wee shells. I'll put it in as best as I can. I can probably guide it from there. And then we shall indeed pop this in, and after we've trimmed it. And then may as well, I might even check how nicely they fit first. Let's see what it so no, it's going to be a drama queen. A drama queen. Okay. Yeah, that's right, they're quite low, that's right. I don't know, I can see where one of them is. Oh yeah, I see where I put them. So, I think it's... Where's that side. Let's see how nicely these fit, shall we, before we start gluing shit together? Might, after all, want to consider there. Oh yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Otherwise, it's not going to go in quite nicely. Yeah, we'll give them all of them a bit of a clear out before we start getting too carried away. Now, this. First things first, I do have small drill bits. Question's going to be access. That's okay. Now, excuse me. Now, let's see how wide they need to be. All right. And just about a few other areas of paint touch-ups that are required. It's all part of how it happens. Yep, that's not what I want. Oh, here you go. Got all we'll go with now. Now then, we need to go. Get that out of it. Come on. It's probably deep enough. It's quite a thick piece of plastic. I'm going to drill this one in before. damn. The other one is not so. Come on now. Oh, I think that's deep enough. Get the brush onto that just to get a bit of a clean so take a closer look. That's all good. Bit concerned about the amount of space we're going to have on this. Nonetheless, we'll work with it. Doesn't matter what else you got to do. And this side. What have I done? I've been very dumb. That's okay. I think I just done a bit of drilling where I don't need to. Oh. Yes, I have. Okay, that one's quite clear. Wait, they're not, yes, correct. Yeah. Oops, now I can tidy that up. Clarity there. That's good. And this one's nice and clean. This one. This is making me concerned, kids. So, got one of these, I suppose. Check something out. Oh yeah. But that one certainly goes on nicely. Oh no, there we go. Being a drama queen, kids. Alright. That's good. Well, not good that I'm a bit well. It's me dotting my I's and crossing my T's, as it were. Alright. We're getting places. Now, next, we shall. I didn't put that little part in. Nothing across and still just there. Attention span of a gnat at times, I tell you guys. Now, okay, so we've got those parts fitting nicely. I did a bit of drilling where I didn't need to. That's okay, I can fix that with a bit of paint. No, I'll see it. A bit of weathering. Who would have thought? It's all part and parcel of general touch-ups. But at least I can confirm that the other ones will fit nicely. Sweetly. And thus make me a happy camper. Now, let's get this little part in. So I lose that, I will be officially grumpy. And who do I have to blame? No one but my fucking self. And that makes me even grumpier, trust me on this. Yeah. So that will need to face that way. Okay. Look. Small bit of paper towel. What I might do before proceeding. Now, mouthful of coffee. Okay. There we go. Nice one. At least that's a start. So that's just simply, I believe it's part of the sighting mechanism. That. That little thing there. But it needs to be in. Now, next kids. Next. We're going to zoom out. Bring that back a bit. This. Now we're going to trim those cross beams off. It's sitting too high. Now we're going to be quite ruthless with it. Make sure it's under the height of these. Now, again, we'll go sprue cutters. Actually, have this one. I think it should be easy to spot, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Is that it there? Is it? No, how well? It'll still stand quite nicely. Well, that's good. That means we can put it in its correct position. And it will not interfere with the roof. All will be well, kids. All will be well. Now, moving along. Oh, what's my fucking check? What on? Dear me, kids. Oh, for fuck's sake. Excuse me a moment, guys. All right. Now. Now. What we will do... This needs someone to scoop it. Yeah. Maybe I will. Here we go. In position. And drying happily. Excellent. I believe we should have adequate clearance from our little part here. Yes, we will. Excellent. Next. We've got these. Now, better make sure I get these on the right side. I'm going to look like a right fool. Okay, the one with the disc goes on the far side. Right. Yeah, okay. Make sure I get that right. Which means this is the one for that side. This, therefore, goes that way. Right. Okay, well, let's do that, shall we, kids? So, here we go. And oh wow, look at that. That is sweet, isn't it? Will require some tidying up on the paint, but that's nice. Alright, kids. I think she's going on in. Then when I get the other side on, I think I prefer to let everything dry for a bit. There's a few things that need to go into there, and so therefore I don't want to bump that. But given that I've only been streaming for, well, we'll see. So I only would have been streamed for about 40 minutes by then. I would say we can. There's a few things we can consider. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's do that anyway. Now, just a little bit of glue. Yeah. So, it's a good chance. A lot of this will be sufficiently dry for us to continue with this later on. Oh, hello. Oh, well. How are your games going? Which games are you playing out of curiosity? I'm a Total War fan myself. War Thunder! Ha ha! I've never played any of those games, but they look like they'd be fun. Is that the one where you can be like specific pilots and like you can be Eric Hartman and stuff like that? I know there's one game where you can do, there's the thing where Hartman got, was it 7 aircraft in a day, and you can do one of the challenges you can do is to achieve that. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, each have their own little thing, don't they? It's a different style of warfare. They give them a bit of a file down. Pretty happy with how this is coming up at the moment. Excuse me. Yeah, on the topic of the air armor or ships, yeah, being able to go across different types of warfare as far as land and sea is one of the bigger tricks in some of the Total War variants where you can do naval battles. Yeah, it's different to doing land. I find land easier. With naval battles, I find sometimes an error along back comes to haunt you far more down into the battle. Yeah, now make sure I've got this the right way around. Well, it's got to be that way around. Doesn't work it out before. Now, right, she's starting to come together. Why doesn't this have a disco window? Oop, Jesus. Ah, I know why. I think. Yeah, okay. Because this goes on the inside there, and ultimately inside there. There we go. Makes sense. Here's the bomb, by the way. As a quick little aside, I have a sneaking suspicion. I don't know if my grandfather had been involved in the development of the bouncing bomb, not necessarily in a research, but more as an assistant. But he was an engineer during the Second World War and could often not talk about some of the stuff he was working on. And after the war, people from around the globe came and talked to him about ceramic nose cones for missiles. So you've got to wonder what the fuck the man worked on. And I do sometimes wonder. Oh, shit. Have to reglue that with the part. Never mind. There you go. There we go. I'll just reglue this part. They're not bound nicely enough. Yeah, I'm actually going to be doing a second dam buster because Airfix have recently set up a kit with the markings of Guy Gibson, who was the squadron leader and who was one of the pioneers in that area, I guess. There we go. Feeling chipper about it all. Now I want to let that dry for a while, I reckon. A little bar thing that goes in there, and that's got to dry before I can put the bomb in anyway. Covers and everything else in, but I want to let the rest of that dry. Yeah, no, that's all good in the hood, man. You go off and shoot some planes down in your Spitfire. That's my recommendation. What I'm going to do right now, well, that is drying. It's a wee bit of filing. Make sure these go together nicely. I'll just get that done out of the way. All sorts of yuckiness that needs to be addressed there. Sand that down. So ultimately they've got to go. That's interesting. It's not that exciting. I've only just noticed there's like little seam things here. Now some of these up, the things that are filing off here are not the seam things, but there are little raised areas and portions. I wonder why. Never mind. One. That one. Yeah. Righty. Yeah. Now then. Okay. Now let's see how these smoothly these will go together. That's not how they actually go on. You don't put them together like that, yeah. Go one side then the other. So, yeah. I'm entirely convinced that that's the best way to go about it. Part of me does wonder whether I'd be better served to Here's a question. Why a notification once more? Ah. Now here's an important detail. These must go on before that. The reason for that is because that goes onto there and onto there. Right. Getting impatient. Stop it, Robster. This is when shit goes pear-shaped. Start getting all keen and eager and start putting stuff in, and all of a sudden it's gone wrong. Oh, wow. I just noticed something now. This is going to seem like nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. But, cheesy grin from the big man, if you can actually reference the show I'm going for there. But, here's something I've just... What the fuck is going on? Okay. There we go. My camera's freezing up a bit here. Excuse me a moment. Let's settle down. Not settling down. There we go. Now, that's actually what I'm going a bit ooey and ahry about. You look through the tin-shaped bars. On the other side, you can see the interior green that I've bothered to put in as part of the painting on the wing on the inside, and I'm a bit chipper and chirpy about that. It makes me go, oh, it was so worth it then. Giggity. All right. Yeah. Now, what I'll do, I'll pop that out of the way first. Then, got options. I know what I might do, actually. Quite irrelevant to the Lancaster. But I got a new toy the other day, and I wouldn't mind having a bit of a look-see. So I can do that for a while stuff is drying. Starting to feel a bit very, very chipper about it all, actually. Getting better at building the big 4-engined heavies. That's my... Well, this will be my third one. My next one will be a B-17. Now, actually, there's two new toys I've got that I haven't had a good look at. Tempting. But now I'll probably just look at this one. This is my... I've got a Newport. The reason I got that, as much as anything else, is because I got this. I'm going to build that with the markings of Lothar von Richthofen, Manfred's younger brother, the 40 victory ace himself. Although nobody hears about poor Lothar, largely on account of the fact he's Edward's Manfred's younger brother. This shit happens, poor guy. Never mind. He survived the war. You can argue as to whether that's a good outcome, because I believe most of them scored the same emotional and traumatising that all war veterans got. Lovely. Anyway, now here's the parts, which nothing too... Oh, they had a little bit of a glass bit at the front by the looks. Let's have a look at our assembly instructions. Now, I know which one I'm going to be doing. It will be not this one. This one. This guy, Klaus Nungesser. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. We'll roll with that. He actually only had one leg, so you've got to give him a bit of kudos for that little effort. Well, as far as not having one leg, but as far as continuing to pilot and aerial victories whilst not having all his limbs. It's a bit chipper. He also did movies, and he was the first person to attempt to fly across the Atlantic, but he disappeared. But he gave it a crack. The person who actually achieved it was Charles Lindbergh. But there we go. That's the one we're going to be doing. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I think there's some seatbelt decals. Rather nice of them. Very surely there's a bit more going on with that for the video. Come on now. Like what they've done with the gun. The engine's fairly standard sort of approach there. You see that a lot on various World War I kits, and that's fine. So it's pretty simple. I see how it goes together. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's cool. Very nice, that gun. I thought that was a... Well, maybe they've got two. Either way. So this is a Newport 17. Now, the parts, as I said, pretty simple and straightforward. Should be a nice build. Now, here's something I will have a closer look at. Give me a moment. Do like how they've now I like to do yeah, that's good. They haven't gone too heavy with the ribbing. Now that said, I'm going to set it. Oh, what's the dealio with it? Hang on a moment. Or do we not use that part? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ah, I see. That's the lower wing, and that is consistent. The upper wing that you would use would be depending on certain things, which is to say, okay, only a certain kit has that one. Everything else has that. Right. Okay. That now makes sense. The difference is presumably what I did. Yeah, okay. So, the one I would be using, for example, would logically be the one with the gap, because then I put B21 in and B13 goes on the gap. Okay. Right. Whereas the other one has that. Right. Alrighty. Kind of interesting. Now, no, I don't want to just go and I might just let the link alone for a bit longer. Now I might do a wee bit of painting while I'm waiting. Although, another option I have, and I could pursue, and I might pursue for that matter. Here is propellers on the lake. Now, assembly instructions. Let's see how they want us to go about that. Yes. Yes. Aha. Right. So, we could always get the propellers set up. Because then once the wheel bays are done, just go. So we might actually look at that. We've got the propellers up here. Pretty much painted, ready to roll. I can forget up to get them. And the bits to go with this. So I shall do that. Alright. Now I'm going to need these. First port of call might even be just hang on. But first let's get these down as well. Need these. Alright. Alright. Now. Let's just peel these off. Pretty happy with the consistency I've got there as far as how far in the trainer yellow goes onto the propeller. Alright. So, what they want us to do here. There's a little sort of fitting quite snugly. Also, first things first. Spool cutters. I'm going to follow that down the edge, but what I would like to find out so give it a quick sand there. Smooth that off. Sprue cutters. There we go. Now, from memory, the trick was, because I've done this before, put that in there, and supposed to sort of sit in the like that. Once it's glued, it stays put. That's the idea. Therefore, with that glued to there, put the thing through these. In fact, there's something we could do. Just going to slide that over there for a moment. Mask these, or rather take out all the so they're ready to go. Oh, dropping blue tack. Where is it? It's not on my foot, at least. That much will do now. Oh, hey, cutie guy, how you doing? I've been doing a bit of work on the Bombay today. I have. Well, what I've done is drying, and I'll show you shortly. Doing a bit of engine work. One of the things I'm kind of pleased with on the engine, a little bit of tidying up on some of the paintwork, various points, some more than others, but is got the black there by and large, and different black in there, but managed to keep that there. So yeah, a bit about that. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Making progress on here, and that always makes me a bit chipper. Now, yes, now what I'll do. First I'll glue these on. Then I will. Then they're going to have to want to dry. Then so what I'll probably do is I'll glue these onto the backing discs, the propellers. I will then some of those need a touch. Might do that later on today. Could even consider. No, I'm digressing. Just now I had on the very end of the bloody LED. Did not need that behaviour, I'll tell you. Anyway, what I was going to do, once I've glued these onto the backing discs, that's the propellers I'm talking about, I'll show you what I've done on the Bombay. Yeah. So, foist. Use that little bit of paper towel. There we go. Yeah. One. So. Yeah, mate. That's part of the reason they give the discs. Because what you do is once you get them to dry on there, the little rod that goes from, I'll show you the part they go through. Little like stem that goes from the back of that through to there. You glue that onto there, to the actual propeller. Therefore, you've got this barrier there that enables the propellers to spin. And there we have it. I try to make it that all the propellers on my aircraft spin. Not that many people bother checking that out, but just personal. Too, so why wouldn't you? All right. Oh, okay. Go to your home. One part about the discs, it's not rocket science really. So they need to be flat and flush. If they're not, very obviously they're going to push these propellers out. They won't spin properly. There you go. Well, that one came off nice and smooth. Still give it a bit of a file. Now then. Alright, a bit of a zero dear. Keep dropping the bloody things. It's a bit chunky for it. Alright, there we go. Now then. Uh, got it. Finally. Wait, where's the other disc? Exactly. Ah, there. File. Yeah, well, they set it up for that. And, that's, in truth, it's not essential, but it is kind of cool. I like to have propellers that spin because that way people go up and go, oh, did the propeller spin? You go, well, yeah. Ideally, in my eyes, the wheels rotate as well. And indeed, on the some of their kits, that'll happen. So you actually clip the wheels in rather than glue them. Certainly on the Lancasters, that's what happens. So the wheels can actually rotate. It's actually kind of cool as well. Sadly, the Bombay doors do not open and close. But hey, you can forgive that. Now, finally on these ones, got a couple of things that have arrived from post that are kind of cool. I'm a bit chipper about lately. Give me a moment, I'll show you them as well before I sign off. Give me a moment now. Oh. Nice. All right, now, one thing that I've had to arrive lately, aside from model aircraft in abundance, is this. A hold and fold, kids. They supply some razors, which is kind of good of them. Oh, that's the folding tool. But ultimately, boom. I'm going to need this on a number of kits that I have that have yeah, anyway, yes, you do have the option, but I'm going to need this to do some of the photo etch I have on a number of kits coming in. Now, so I've had that arrive recently. Pretty happy about that. Comes with a few tools that are required. And by the looks of it, I haven't given this a good look yet. One of the other things that's kind of cool. Let's have a look-see. Oh, tips no less. Visualize completed. I love that. Visualize. But yeah, fair cool. Ah, look at this. Oh, bless their cotton socks. Okay. It's a bit good. I have to have a bit of a read through that. I figured that's what it was. I just haven't had a closer look. That's good. Now, the other thing I've got to help with my yeah, I'm pretty chipper about that. Now I've got something because I've mentioned on Twitter to some people that are wanting speculating about should I get better craft knives, and I've got them on order. That should be here soon. They're XL craft knives. I believe they're a bit of the go. But one other thing I've got, give me a moment, and indeed arrived just today. It's this. Again. Dear me, my back's not so happy at the moment. Boom. What we have here, oh, you can't see it yet. Oh, there we go. Apparently, this is the shit to use with your photo etch when you cut it. And the reason is because it's glass, it doesn't have any yield like this might. Thus, you get a nice clean cut. Includes 6 rubber. So it'll make sure that your cut is precise. Boom. So I've got myself one of those. I've got the whatchamacallit, craft knives on their way. So it's all coming together, kids. Getting a bit excited about that sort of thing. Now, cutie guys, something you didn't see earlier. I will bring it down and show you. Probably do some more work on it now, but I won't. I'm going to start on our Bombay. Now, we've got the little sighter. These are the things that hold the bomb in. That's a device that I don't quite know what it does, but that doesn't matter. What I need to do now is put the covers in, the little lever that enables the bomb to go, and then clip the bomb in, and the bomb bay will be done. Whereupon, I shall zoom in a bit for that. So yeah. So I've got to put, see that, delay, go down here, it'll put them up somewhere. Save it down here. Those covers, but I found them. All good. Just popped them up somewhere. Maybe over here. Maybe. Give me a moment. Because I did. Here they are. These need to go on. These covers. They start at that end. It goes there. And this one here will go there. And then another part that needs to, in fact, 2 parts that need to go in position. Possibly one of them before I do that. That would be, give me a moment. What thing? That thing? I've got no idea, mate. But here we go. Now, zoom out a bit. What we have here, that will go on the side of that and onto there. Then the bomb will go in there, but we also have the bomb cradle here that needs to go into there. There. Now, yeah, that one. I don't actually know what its function is, to be perfectly honest. It obviously is, and it's not a standard feature in Lancaster Bombay, so it is something particular to the Dambusters Lancaster. Beyond that, I couldn't tell yet. At this stage, I could do some research on that. It's a whole other story. Now, one other thing I will show you that I'm a bit chipper about, and then I will probably cruise, is this. Pretty happy with how those wheelbases are starting to look, or are looking, because they're done. Well, I've got to put the other bits of the wheelbase in. But really happy with how that details come up, and now you can see got a little bit of dust in there, but that's okay. But yeah, the overall look of it's pretty good. So yeah. So that's where we're at the moment. Now, tomorrow I'm not going to be on, and I might not be on Thursday. That's Australian Thursday, obviously. So that might mean that I'm not on for the next 2 days now, because I've got inspection tomorrow. Various reasons. But I will definitely be back on at least one day this week. It's a question of when. And I might be back on either way. I'll let you know what's going on. Alright, that's me done for today. Now give me a moment, I'm just going to switch that light out. Right out. That's as far as it goes, apparently. Yeah. Right, alrighty. Alright. Now, as I said, that's me done for today. I'm not going to be on tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on the day after. In a worst case scenario, I will be on Friday. That's Australian time. Thursday for those in the US. Thursday night, in fact. Yeah, thanks for watching. I certainly appreciate it. First time viewers out there, magic button time for you. Follow, like, subscribe. What can I tell you? If you want to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Discord, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And again, we hit those magic words of follow, like, and subscribe. Now, I will be back. We'll say Friday just for... because I know I'll be back then. I don't know about Thursday. But on Friday, I'll be back. Same kit time, same kit channel. Hopefully I'll catch you guys then. Yeah, not tomorrow. I'll see if I can do Wednesday. I'm not quite sure about things. I have an appointment. I've forgotten what time it is off. I'll keep you posted, man. All right, see you guys.